Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me for Resource. Your task this week is to solve the word problem. We are going to get started by engaging in our 3-read strategy. So the first time I read the word problem aloud to you, I want you thinking to yourself, who is the story about and what's happening? Sam races around the dirt bike track 74 times. Tyler races around the track 58 times. How many times do they go around the track in all? So who is the story about and what's happening? Good. It's about Sam and Tyler, and they are racing their dirt bikes around the dirt bike track. Good. The second time I read the story aloud to you, I want you thinking about the important numbers and why they're important. Sam races around the dirt bike track 74 times. Tyler races around the track 58 times. How many times do they go around the track in all? So what are the important numbers and why are they important? All right, so 74 is one of our numbers, and it's important because it's the number of time that Sam races around the track. And 58 is our other important number because it's the number of times that Tyler races around the dirt bike track. Okay, I am going to read our story one more time. And for my third read, I want you thinking to yourself, what question am I asking? What are we trying to figure out? Sam races around the dirt bike track 74 times. Tyler races around the track 58 times. How many times do they go around the track in all? So what question am I asking? What are we trying to find? Good. I want to know how many times they both go around the track, or how many times they're going around the track in all. Excellent. Okay, so your job today is going to be to pause the video and solve this problem. Before you pause the video and get started solving this problem, I am going to show you a couple pages that I have for you that may make solving this problem a little bit easier. So I'm going to bring the camera down here so you guys can see it. Okay, so right on the Flipgrid page where you saw the video, you are going to see a few documents. This one is types of number story. So this page talks about the different types of word problems there are and whether or not we add or subtract. There's also some possible keywords that you might find in your story problem that might help you figure out, is this a joining problem? Am I taking something away? Am I finding a missing part? Am I comparing? And then whether you need to add or subtract. So you can work through this. Your parents can help you with this. You can print it, or you can just leave it right on the computer and view it there. Okay, the second piece of paper I have is an addition strategies chart. So these are all the different ways that you can solve an addition word problem. So you may want to work with your base 10 blocks. Now, you don't have base 10 blocks at home, right? These are our 10s and 1s. We count 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So you would just draw these. So if you were adding two numbers together, you would draw the first number and the second number and then count them all up to get your total. You could also use a hundreds chart to add, right? So here they're adding 35 and 26. So they started at 35, they counted 10, 20, and then 6 more to get to 61, okay? A hundreds chart will also be one of the documents on your Flipgrid page, so you can print this out if you do have a printer to help you use the hundreds chart to add, okay? You may want to draw yourself a number line where you write the number you're starting with and you count up and add the second number. Or you may want to work by adding your 10s and 1s. The other side looks very, very similar, except it shows how to use different subtraction strategies. So if you decide that you need to subtract to solve this problem, then you would use these strategies. This document is also going to be available to you on your Flipgrid page. The last strategy that I didn't fit on that one page is part, whole. So this page explains how you can use part, whole to solve an addition problem and how you can use part, whole to find a subtraction problem. So again, this document will be with all of the other documents that I just showed you right on your Flipgrid page. Okay, so here's our story again. I'm going to leave it up here so that when you pause the video, you can work on it. Your job is to solve the problem and then send me a Flipgrid video back explaining to me how you solved the problem and what the answer is. So maybe you drew base 10 blocks, maybe used a number line, a hundreds chart, maybe you added or subtracted your tens and ones, or maybe you decided to use your part whole. I don't care what strategy you use. I just need you to send a video back to me showing me your answer and explaining to me the strategy that you used. If you're more comfortable sending me a Flipgrid where I don't see your face and I just see what you're working on, that's totally fine. Okay, friends, I can't wait to see what you work on. And once you submit your video, I'll send you a video back with some feedback.